All right, I'm going to show you a demo of how to use Gitingest and then to start a new cursor project. It's always great to see a repo with an MIT license, and you see a video that looks like this. They explain this Obsidian Git plugin, really cool. But what's even cooler is you can replace the word hub with the word ingest, and now you can see the source. You can see all of the files printed perfectly for an LLM. And if you try to paste this currently into GPT-4o, it will tell you that it's too many tokens. So I'll show you what you can do. And then I'll show you what you can do inside Cursor. So you go here and you say, because you need to put it in this box, which is comma separated, just say return comma separated code block of files you would like to read in order to understand this code base. Hit go. There you go. $97,000 to 16.6. Very good. What does this do? Explain, please, in ASCII wireframes. And then from here, if you wanted to build something into this project, like let's say that you read inside of the Git repo that there was an issue, you would say this: how would you debug this issue if you were to fork and fix it? Here are files again. So when you clone a repo into Cursor, always make sure to then close out of this folder and go to a new one so that your agent doesn't create files in the parent folder. Just a little tip. So as you can see, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say, great, open folder, and then I'm going to go one level deeper to Obsidian Git. And we will make a new branch. We'll say git checkout -b cm my initials. What would you name the branch? There we go. Cool. All right, so we've got a branch, and I this loaded in another code base called cursor with an in code base LLM. This LLM in cursor wants to break this problem down into agent steps. What agent steps, what agent files might be helpful for direction? Before we do any of that, let's give him the data again. So we will go back to the GitHub page. And that is not the right GitHub. Great. Stick this here. Give him the files. Great. Nope. We want these. Cool. Gitingest is so cool. I think that's the same list of files that it just saw, though. That's okay. Okay, this is the cursor agent. Let me just... What's great about it running the dev environment in the command line is that it can see the output. Although now I need to see which local host we're running on. Man, this is a really great way to get into an MIT licensed repo and see actually what's powering it. I was thinking to myself, what should I be doing while AI is generating and editing code? And one of the things that I thought about was like, I caught myself kind of looking at my phone a little bit, and then I would miss stuff like this. And I realized it's better sometimes to read it because you can learn stuff. And not just the stuff that's changing, but the code base in general. You get like a better grasp for where it's going, and you become like a co-builder almost. And I think you really take on architect more than you do syntax precision recall person. So I wouldn't be comfortable going forth with these changes. I think these are really big. It's interesting to see what it's kind of doing. This is the downside. So as I think it's trying to understand what's going on. It's trying to simplify everything, and I feel like it's the beginning of a process to say it's decided on something, it wants to do it simply, and it ends up deleting these. This will break all of your stuff immediately. So I think if you're starting with an existing code base where you're going to be working with other people, this type of thing is definitely not going to be accepted in a public pull request. Like you can't just delete like 15,000 lines of code and not know why. But when you're building something completely new, which we'll do next, this makes a lot more sense. We also created this agent file that has a lot of steps. So while that wasn't good code that was created, we didn't have a flashy demo that came through at the end. You can see the process for taking a Git repo, getting the raw files that you need to generate a good prompt, and then doing it in XML. This prompt could be way better, but if you have actual features that you want to build into an app that you know well, this format works really well, and the system responds really nicely to XML. And you can just put that in there as an agent file in any repo, and it'll do really good. It's kind of a roundabout way of showing you that, how you can pull your sleeves up and get into the text of a repo that's public on GitHub. So, end it here. Cheers.